So the last two homework assignments have been kind of rough. The 3.1 empirical rule assignment and 3.1 calculator functions tend to be the first two homework assignments in this class that students really struggle with. Spend a lot of time, get really frustrated, feels like the class is getting a lot harder. It is. This stuff is more challenging for most students than the stuff before it. And sorry if you were one of the ones that was confused or frustrated. Hopefully I can help you out a little bit with that stuff. The good news is 3.2 is not like these guys. These guys are rough. They're long, and they're long on purpose because students need a lot of practice with them, and they're very important. 3.2 is not long. It's a very short homework assignment. In fact, there's only two problems in here in the 3.2 homework assignment. And better yet, each of them are the same. And you want even more bad news? You want even more good news? They both are just yes/no questions. I'm not suggesting you do this. But if you want to just go in here and guess, I haven't even read the problem. If you want to just go guess and submit, maybe you'll get, like I got lucky. I got 100% on that problem. And then I move to problem 2. And then try again. I'll try yeses. Why not? Let's see what happens. Submit. No, bummer. All right, let's reattempt it. Maybe no this time. See if that works. Submit. Hey, I just got 100% on my homework assignment. I'm done. What will that take, like 10 seconds? I'm not suggesting that that's how you should do this homework assignment, but I am saying don't leave points on the table here. Make sure you leave 3.2 with 100% on this problem, or at least pretty close. Make sure you get these all right before you leave, because all they're asking you to do is determine if this data comes from a distribution that's approximately normal. And what they're getting at in this problem is there's two ways you could do that. If you type all these observations into a list, so hit the stat key on your calculator, and then under edit, type these all into a list. And it'll take you a little while. There's probably more than you want, but what are you going to do? You moves on. What they want you to do is first make a histogram and then make a normal probability plot. And what you're supposed to do is look at your histogram and does it look like it's approximately normal? Do you see something that's symmetric bell shaped? And then they're saying make a normal probability plot, and they're saying do you see something that's linear? And guess what? If it's symmetric bell shaped, then it's going to be linear. So if your answer here is yes, your answer here is probably going to be yes. And if your answer here is no, your answer here is probably going to be no. And so no, you don't need to do both of them as long as you can do both of them, right? When the quiz rolls around, it's not going to be yes, no. I'm going to ask you, create a normal probability plot on your calculator, sketch that on your piece of paper, analyze that plot, tell me what it tells you. And you'll be like, normal probability plot, I got you. That's under stat plot, so I typed all my data up into a list. Then I went to type 1 here. To plot 1, I turned it on. Selected the 6th type for normal probability plot. I always put my data on the y-axis in this class for normal probability plots. And then I hit zoom stat. And there's my normal probability plot. And on the quiz, I will say, all right, tell me what that tells you. What you will tell me on your quiz is you'll be like, it's curved. It's not linear. So that means the data probably doesn't come from a normal distribution. Linear means it comes from a normal distribution. Curved means it doesn't come from a normal distribution. And you'll have to use your judgment. But I'll try to come up with something that's pretty curved or pretty straight. So that's what you have to make sure you leave this assignment with the ability to do. And so practice that as much as you need practice on this assignment. Histograms, normal probability plots, do the same thing twice. Question 2, they just changed the data on you. The same thing. Maybe this time when you make your normal probability plot, you see a big curve. And so you say, no, it's not approximately linear. And then you could be like, I already answered part B, and I know enough to know that if it's not linear, that means that it didn't come from a normal distribution, so my histogram won't look like it's symmetric bell shape. So since I already figured out this was no, I'm going to put a no here, because I don't need more practice making histograms, because I learned that back in 1.6. If that's how you feel, fine. Get all the credit you want for the homework, and make sure you know how to create and analyze a normal probability plot, and we're good. That's the end of the 3-2 homework.